What were weird myths you thought about sex as a kid? In school, a kid asked me if I knew what a condom was. I went ahead and described a nicotine patch. Kid asked me the same. No, I said. Well, it's when you cut the skin off your penis, he said as we kids stared at a used condom in the bushes at our school. I spent 3 years believing that I had seen discarded penis skin. I had no clue what ejaculation was in school, so I thought the thing went in and stayed there for the whole night. 7 hours or something, then the baby appeared. I used to think the same thing. I was always confused on how you would have sex while sleeping. I assumed you just had to get lucky and roll over top your partner in your sleep. Whoever tried harder would determine the gender of the baby. Edit. I've been on Reddit for I don't know how long, but I never thought this comment would be the one to do it for me. Thanks y'all. Be safe. Sheesh, then I certainly hope they were in agreement on who would win lol. I can't stop imagining a couple battle effing to the death. Pornhub Royale. That you just put your dick inside a woman and then the sperm starts flowing continuously, like pee. Oh, and that you actually have to push the sperm out yourself, like pee. You learn to do that when you get old enough. And that involuntary ejaculations during night happen only a few times until you learn to ejaculate yourself. Like fueling up your car. Doctor says the fetus is underweight, can you top me off real quick? That, since I have only one sibling, that meant my parents only did it 2 times. This is actually quite logical, considering how a child's mind works. XD sex equals baby 2 baby equals 2 sex. My nephew who just turned 9 said to my sister, his mom, so every time you had a baby, you had to have sex? Sister, yes. Nephew, so you had sex 4 times? Sister, yes. Nephew, why? It seems awful. Love this. My sister thinks sex is 2 people laying naked on top of each other and talking about marriage. Depending on her age, that's either really cute or really disturbing. She's 37 and addicted to heroin. Jesus Christ, mate, my neighbor probably heard me laugh there. Can you keep it down? I'm trying to lay on top of someone and talk about marriage here. Sex lasts all night. Like you go into bed and then it is happening until sunrise. When I was 18-year-old virgin, my boyfriend said he can perform for 4 hours long. And it sounds okay to me. Oh, how wrong I was. My worst fear was hearing "done already?" In reality, hearing "oh God, are you done yet?" This hurts. Might be worse. Edit. Thanks to everyone for getting me to 100k comment karma. Except for the guy that gave me the wholesome award. My sort of story about how I couldn't finish for what felt like hours that ended in blue balls and me letting one loose in her sink is anything but wholesome. 100% of the time, I would rather a guy finish too quickly than take too long. When you are no longer wet and it is uncomfortable and you don't want to leave your partner unsatisfied, but you definitely are over it, but pretend you are still into it to be polite. It just sucks. My personal feelings are anything over 10 minutes of thrusting is too much. Honestly, I prefer when sex is shorter. I don't know if it's just because I'm slightly lazy and out of shape, but damn, it makes me so effing tired. And also, I find it flattering when they come fast. Gives me real good fat material later, bonus points if they're helping me please myself. Well, it can. If you start 5 minutes before sunrise, technically you can say you lasted all night. 5 minutes? Look at Don Juan over here. It's 4 minutes of undressing slowly, 39 seconds of dirty talk, 5 seconds thrusting match, and the rest is just cuddling. Edit. I like how this was awarded the wholesome award. You bunch of bastards. Also, ladies, if you aren't aware, I am still single. You will go blind by masturbating. Thanks to my wife for helping me by typing this. I'm starting to need glasses. But then I'm nearly 60. When I was young, I thought a vagina was shaped like a perfect cylindrical hole. This was before sex ed, of course. Everyone knows it's like a rectangular prism. A single spiral helix. Fools, it's obviously dinosaur-shaped. Definitely thought blowjob was literal, like she blows into it like a kazoo. Was racked with guilt about masturbation and wet dreams because of all the babies. I had a friend who thought the same about peeing. Also, sex freaked me out because I thought she had like a tube or something in her vagina that was supposed to go in my penis hole. The tube thing is legitimately terrifying. I'm so glad that isn't reality. When I started masturbating, I thought if I kept doing it, my testicles would shrink to nothing. I thought women just got pregnant at a certain age. Whenever I pictured two people having sex, I imagined the guy doing the worm on top of a woman. I've seen that crap. As a kid, I thought kissing on the lips made babies. And apparently so did a lot of other people. I remember being really little and looking in a mirror and noticing I had a pudgy belly. I became terrified that I was pregnant. I was legit like 6 years old. All I could think of was that my dad kissed me, so that must have gotten me pregnant. I have no idea why I would think this or how I finally realized it wasn't true. I have a distinct memory of being chubby and having a bit of a tummy. I was lying in bed looking down at my belly, horrified that I was pregnant cause me and one of my friends had kissed on the lips out of curiosity. I was distraught about how to tell my parents and then decided to just not do anything about it and pretend everything was normal. I guess I wasn't pregnant. How can you be so sure? The guy stuck it in there and just kind of stayed there until the baby was made. Didn't know about the whole thrusting thing. I thought the baby just began making itself once you got married and the guy had to insert his dick while the woman was in labor to unlock it and let the baby out. You stick your dick inside and the baby just starts crawling out, gasping for air. It uses it as a grappling hook to get pulled out. XD. Yikes. Thank you, kind stranger, for making me laugh so hard. I thought you literally could not have sex before marriage. It couldn't happen. The vagina would reject the penis like water and oil. I didn't think this, but I thought you could only get a girl pregnant if you were married. Little did I know, I was born a good 8 months before my parents got married. I thought that she would never accept a kiss if you aren't married. I thought sperm were the size of tadpoles. I thought they shot out and filled up the condom like a water balloon and you would be able to see and hear them slithering and wriggling around. Needless to say, I was scared of sexual maturity for a while. I completely forgot I used to think this too until I just read your comment. I thought one big sperm wiggled out and became the baby. All fun at games until you finish in the shower and you have to hunt it down. You could make a movie out of this. This is so cursed. I heard about sheepskin or lambskin condoms when I was a kid and for some reason imagined a guy wrapping one of my rabbit pelts around his dick and trying to get that into a woman. Never occurred to me they just use the skin and not the whole hide. They aren't made from sheep's skin at all, they are made from part of the sheep's intestine. It's literally a natural sausage casing. Fully thought if you had sex in vagina it would be a girl and up the bum would be a boy. My dumbass, for other reasons too, not just this, friend tried to tell me when I was like 10 that the position of sex, missionary v. doggy, determined if the baby would be a girl or boy. I was like, don't think that's right, but she was so insistent. I hope she grew up okay, but I'm not sure. I thought any TV show I saw that wasn't a cartoon, or at least the majority of them, were entirely sex-related movies or shows. Because anytime I would ask my parents to watch them, they would say I wouldn't understand. And they also said that whenever I asked about sex-related things, so I grouped it all together that anything that my parents told me I'd understand when I'm older was entirely about sex. Everything is porn. Always has been. I thought gay people had sex by bumping their butts together. Haha, yeah, that would be so crazy if that was how they did it, is it not? Can be. Bro, I thought everyone had dicks, laughing my butt off. Interesting username you got there. When guys get hard-ons, it was because it filled with sperm, and if a guy couldn't get hard it meant he had no sperm. Wondering what happens when you really don't have sperm? Do you get all the orgasm and jumpy dick just with no sperm? A lot of the fluid comes from other places like your prostate. So you'll still have semen, just not sperm. And what if you don't have that fluid? A little white flag that says bang pops out. Ask any man with a vasectomy. No diff. Not really a vas deferens. In reality, a male with no sperm is practically indistinguishable from a male with. Still does all the same stuff. Sometimes whatever caused the lack of sperm will also cause other problems. For example, complete lack of testicles will result in hormonal issues, which may change personality, sex drive, etc. But a man who is unable to produce sperm but otherwise retains function is only noticeable by checking the sperm count. To be slightly more clear, the vast majority of what is produced by a male orgasm is not sperm. It's other fluids produced by the body which holds the sperm as a delivery vessel. Removing sperm from the equation does almost nothing to change that. I thought titty effing was pushing your dick into a nipple one at a time, back and forth. Hentai intensifies. Edit, this is an actual thing. There will be no sauce. Edit 2, fine. You guys want dicks and nipples so much? Credit to user Lucy sat down, web link, Reddit link. At least the nipples aren't dicks and the nipple dicks aren't crafting everywhere. When I was young, I thought anal sex was when a guy just effed your butt crack, like literally just sliding his dick between the cheeks without ever entering any hole, and I was so confused. Ah, hot dogs on the back porch. /r/hot dogging not suitable for work, of course. Reddit link. I thought that's how vagina's intercourse happened. The penis would just run back and forth on your labia. I was stunned to find out it would go inside. I thought penises grew pubic hair on their tip, like a lion's tail. I also thought all doggy-style sex was anal sex. Wait, you guys don't have a luxurious mane around the tip? Imagine trying to shave it. No. I will not imagine that. Wait, is this why some guys get circumcised? You don't grow cockburns? I have shaft hair I need to maintain. I don't. On account of having a vagina. I heard the word lesbian for the first time at camp when I was young, and when I asked what it meant I was told that it was a girl who sleeps in a bed with other girls. I took that to heart and understood the word as a negative, so I was pretty uncomfortable with sharing beds at sleepovers for a while. Also, when she was little, someone I went to high school with believed that a woman became pregnant when a married couple put forth a formal wish to God for a baby. After a long time of begging her parents to give her a new sibling, they gave her the good news. She didn't believe them, and made them wish out loud in front of her for a baby. Her mom had twins and she thought it was her fault for making them wish a second time. Janine, you can't just say the word baby and expect anything to happen. Janine, I didn't say it, I formally wished it. I declare pregnancy. The twins thing is actually an adorable story though. It's twins, said the doctor, with laughter and glee. She said to her daughter, "You did this to me." Well, when all the evidence points that way, one of my best friends growing up was Mormon. Luckily she had enough sexual education to understand how babies were made. She did, however, tell me about a distant cousin of hers who was so sheltered that she had absolutely no concept that sex existed at all. She and her husband both had no idea how to make babies. They thought married couples just had to pray to God to get pregnant, and they had no idea they were supposed to physically do anything. They never had sex. After a year of trying, the prayer thing, they asked their bishop for spiritual guidance and what they were doing wrong, why God would not bless them with a child. And the bishop then had a very awkward sex talk with these adult people. Imagine, after a year of marriage, finding out from your bishop that you were supposed to be putting your what in her what? The sex talk is actually part of pre-marriage counseling that many churches will require you to do in order to get married there. In Judaism, it often even includes an emphasis on how to pleasure the wife and that it's a husband's duty to make sure she's also satisfied with their sex life. Finally, some good effing advice. Thank you for watching. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. We welcome your comments below. Another of our videos will begin shortly.